ICP is a scam. Jasmy is a dead coin. These are comments that I was reading on ICP and Jasmy videos I was making just 1 year ago, and yet now they've shifted and become some of the most popular and talked about coins in crypto. This is all because of market manipulation, and I think it's incredibly bullish for both ICP and Jasmy. We'll discuss more of that in this video, as well as other coins that are going through this dead coin scam alert propaganda right now, and understand that this is all market manipulation, and perhaps these coins give us the best opportunity out there. So do me a favor, hit the like button and let's find out what's going on. Now guys, this is probably of no mystery to you if you've been in crypto a little bit of a while, that market manipulation is everywhere. It's absolutely insane. And that's because vast percentages of the total crypto cap are owned by a smaller minority, who are all basically working together to create optimal conditions for them to trade the markets at your expense. And we can see signs of this over and over again. Simply, a manipulation might look a bit like this. We see a range, we break down into a manipulated zone that's created there to shake people out the market. The price then returns. We then see more consolidation, a shakedown lower, and then a return in price. And what does this look like? Well, for example, in Bitcoin, you've seen it happen multiple times, like this time here before heading higher, 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 like this time here before maybe, just maybe, we're about to head higher from here. But I'm not here to speculate so much on that right now. I'm here to speculate on what all of the market manipulation does to the retail trader. So why did everyone think that ICP was a scam? And when I made these videos last year that were pretty bullish, I got so much abuse for them. Well, because ICP, when it first launched, did this. And it did this for a major reason. Headed by crypto's very own version of Bernie Madoff, Sam Bankman-Fried saw ICP as a bit of a threat to Salana, created mass excitement in the market by pumping up the price of ICP using futures contracts, using massive leverage, and then basically burned the coin, dumping it in a couple of weeks all the way down nearly 92%. Eventually, it then fell into this zone down here where it looked pretty much to be a dead coin. So why was Jasmy called a dead coin? Well, very similar. It pumped up into around the sort of 1st of November week. Well, it dumped from this high down almost 99%. However, since this period of time, Jasmy has woken up and been one of the top performers in the crypto market. ICP also had some pretty exciting times, rising nearly 630% back in the autumn. And here's the secret behind it all and why these two coins could be some of the best performers out there. And it's this: crypto, as I've already alluded to, is held and manipulated by big money in crypto. So while we're given the smoke screen of this project's doing this and this project's doing this, and it's all very exciting, ultimately the average person out there doesn't think it's very exciting until the price is going up, and absolutely hates it when the price is going down. And if you're one of those people who is emotionally involved or in some form of weird relationship with a crypto coin, then you're simply just a puppet to the big money that is running this game. But we know this: since ICP and Jasmy have clearly been identified by big money as an opportunity to be able to drive mass excitement into the market, it means that we've got a good opportunity to potentially see massive upside. We're looking to back the chosen one. And yes, it might seem right now like I'm taking away from the hard work that these projects are doing. But in crypto, for us to make massive gains, the prices of these coins must be massively overinflated versus the real reality in terms of the actual price that they're worth. So don't feel like I've insulted your crypto girlfriend. I'm merely leading you to the idea that these coins will likely see more manipulation in the future. And since they've been dipping down nicely again, they give us good opportunity to be able to get into. So do I anticipate that ICP is going to head towards these highs yet again? Well, that depends on something. It depends on how easily the manipulation can happen again, and you can be shoved back into the market thinking that it's going to go to the moon. It's currently valued around $7.50, and I would be surprised if ICP doesn't head to at least $150 to $200 in this bull market, which obviously is lower than those previous highs, but still nothing to be sniffed at around a 27x. Same Jasmy having had a bit of a dip recently, you can see back to all-time highs is around a 13x, and potential for it to move higher than that into the future. And for people who are like, oh, well, there's not enough money in the market, how are there going to be enough money to drive all of these different coins? Due to Metcalfe's law, which you've probably heard Raoul Pal talk about, is the network effect in crypto. There will be more retailers rejoining this session than there were before. In the same way that everyone thought Jasmy was dead and then suddenly flipped on their head and started to buy it up when the price started to increase. As soon as the prices in crypto start to aggressively increase, and they will because it's all a smoke and mirrors operation, the coins all get pumped towards the upside, Everyone turns on their computer and they're like, how do I buy Jasmy? And they go and jump straight back into the coins that they've been slagging off for months. It's all too easy to see. If you go into any group right now, the coin that everyone's most bullish on is what? TON. And that's because TON is performing extremely strongly right now, when just a few weeks ago I was making a video about TON down here, no one really wanted to watch it or cared about it because everyone was looking at meme coins that were going up. Now meme coins are kind of cooling off a bit and TON's going up. Everyone just wants to hear about TON. So if you were a master market manipulator, where would you see the most value is right now? You're probably going to look towards the coins that everyone has been calling dead coins. Coins that have, lost a bit of interest within the market. That's where you want to be looking for entries then, because we want to do what the smart money is doing. But let's just quickly look at something very important about where Jasmy was around this time and what this date signifies. The 1st of November 2021, Jasmy hit this high and very, very quickly it cooled down. And Jasmy wasn't really overly manipulated during this period of time, but it got obviously very exciting and then it dumped towards the downside. So why did it do that? Well, there's a clue in the markets. And in fact, if we come across to Salana and you see the 1st of November, you will see the Salana climb to $258. And then from that period of time where everyone's so hyped and excited by Salana, Salana then did what? It crashed all the way down to $8. And we made a video about this around $8. And then again, I got called an idiot. I got called a clown because it crashed to $8. And everyone was like, it's Sam's coin because FTX held a lot of it. They kept having downtime on their layer 1, which is pretty bad for a blockchain, and loads of other issues with Salana. Salana won't survive. Obviously on the channel, we were talking about it. I was buying into it as much as I could with the money I had at the time. And then obviously it paid off quite well to the upside. Why? Because obviously, again, the market manipulators realized that Salana was probably a pretty good value down here after crashing it all the way down and allowing the rumor mill to start grinding out the reasons that back the price action. As soon as the price action works in one way or the other, everyone's confirmation bias comes into play and they're like, well, it's obvious that Solana's going up because Salana is now running the meme coin market, and when the NFTs happen, Solana's going to be the best thing ever. But when it was down here, all the negative press about it was all geared towards why Salana should be worth less. It's all pretty funny, right? So what I'm saying is every coin basically cooled off and dumped from there. So if new coins were launching at this period of time, they did what? They went straight down. So Jasmy launched 2 weeks before the 1st of November. It enjoyed some uptime. It then goes all the way straight down. And I appreciate maybe it launched before that, but, I don't have the chart for that right now. And it's not really needed to make that point. So feel free to leave the comment if you must. So what else happens to projects that launch at the wrong time? Well, Nosana, a project that recently that went up like 220x since like November the 6th, literally November the 6th has gone up like 220x, was basically completely dead from when it launched. And why was it completely dead? Well, because it had the unfortunate problem of launching in early January of 2022. And if we look at Salana in early January of 2022, it pretty much was around here. And then within the space of a month, it went down 51%. And I keep showing you this, the current crypto cycle. Coins that launch, no matter how good, at certain times in the market will inevitably follow this pattern. Okay? So a coin that's really bloody good that launches here gets decimated, like Nosana. A coin that launches down here will get inevitably a bit of sideways action and nothing will really happen to it until something exciting happens. Same, if a coin launches here, it will inevitably dump. If a coin launches around here, it will just go sideways and not do much until this phase kicks in. And how do I know that? Well, look, Aether, one of the top projects launching this year, since it launched at the kind of like the bottom of this dip area, it's actually been performing relatively strongly, you'd have to argue, compared to Bitcoin, which is down quite significantly during the same period of time. And yet it's just going sideways. It's waiting for those market conditions to improve. Because the same in any case, the big money that will buy and manipulate the prices into these coins are just waiting for their opportune moment. So why am I making this point? Well, over the past few months or so, I've been introducing to you new projects, new crypto projects that I'm interested in based on narratives, based on price action, etc. And people are like, I bought this coin and, you talked about this coin on the channel back in like January and it went up and then now it's gone down and, are you still bullish on this project? Well, why would I change? Ultimately, I've been buying into projects based on key narratives, based on good quality teams, based on the fact that they have all of the secret sauce behind them that is going to get people excited, especially when the market makers step in and start to manipulate the price of the market once more. These coins will attract people back because they have all of the smoke screen and story ready written for them that the manipulators can come in and pump the price, and then your confirmation bias is going to step in and then you're going to get that coin running again. Which means that if a coin like a Cash, for example, has managed to attract a lot of excitement during this period of time, and it's then started to cool off massively. This is a very, very bullish coin because look, it had a very strong and exciting hope phase, and now it's entered into a, guess what, a shakeout phase. So if a coin has a very strong and exciting hope phase, then it's very likely to perform well after a good shakeout phase. Therefore, am I still bullish on a cash? Well, I'm far more bullish now on a cash, for example, than I was at $7. And now it's pulled back, it pulled back, what, 63%? And now as soon as Bitcoin wakes up, a cash then recovers 37%. Of course, I'm still bullish on this particular project. And you can see, straight after launch, what happened to a cash? It dumped 76 odd %. It then stays sideways until the market enters into favorable condition again. Whenever the coin will launch will be dictated on how successful it is. And since that recent cool off started around the 4th of March, any coin that's basically been launching around the 4th of March or so has just tended to go down. This is not a sign of it being a scam. This is not a dead coin. And this is exactly why, okay? Because this is around the 11th of March until around the 8th of April. Any coin that was launching in here was launching into a very heated, excitable market. That meant the coins could launch at higher valuations. And then from those higher valuations, eventually the whole market, the altcoins basically started to die. Okay, so during this period of time, Bitcoin's been falling or looking a bit shaky. Altcoins have died during this period. So any coin that launched into a heated, exciting environment right then was a probably fundamentally good, strong coin, and yet died towards the downside. Let me give you an example of that. This is gaming, a deep in AI gaming crossover. It launched, it had a very excitable launch around when? The 25th of March. Just after that Bitcoin spiked towards the upside before the 8th of April. What happened? After this spike, it consolidates its price. It then dips from that consolidated price down 90%. And people out there are like, it's a scam, it's whatever. It's not a scam, okay? Will it recover to great, amazing levels? Who knows? Seems to me that it's got amazing narratives, okay? AI, deep in, whatever. Will it recover? Well, ultimately, you got to ask yourself the question, why did gaming get so hyped and excited in the first place? Well, because everyone was super bullish on it, because it's got some killer narratives. It's got huge partnerships in deep in, like Aether and IO.net. Got an enormous following. It's got all the key narratives ticked off, and yet, unfortunately, it just launched at a bad time. So will it keep going down from here? Well, potentially, if the market continues to go lower, if Bitcoin goes lower, absolutely, it will continue to go lower. But right now, to see this recover to previous all-time highs, which were actually very recent, is like nearly a 20x. And this to me kind of seems almost like a bit of a no-brainer, okay? Obviously, they've seen a lot of downside action. There's risks involved, and you can go and check whether they've been actually continuing to work on stuff during this period of time. They seem to have been doing, okay? I haven't paid that much attention to gaming. Let's go and have a look. This is just an example. Who else? BVM Network, another one of my absolute favorites. Been absolutely punished. Why? Well, because remember, after the 8th of April, everything basically started to go down. Weirdly, during this period of time, from the high that Bitcoin put in till the 8th of April, BVM was pretty much outperforming the entire crypto market. Everyone was buzzing for it. Everyone was like aping him, being like, it's the only coin that's going up. It then dumps towards the downside. You then have everyone again emerging in comments being like, it's a scam. It's gone down massively. All of these coins fundamentally are still the same strong coin they were when the price was up here. The only thing that has changed is the price action, and the price action is manipulating your mind into thinking different things to justify why the coin is performing like it's doing. Right now, so many people are calling various coins a scam, it's rubbish, whatever, because they're bitter, probably because they've lost money in downside action. Don't get me wrong, we've all lost money in some of these coins, and it feels not that great. But as far as I'm concerned, fundamentally, these coins share the same strengths that they did originally. And in fact, they've actually been working and improving on them. BVM has been adding new partnerships pretty much on a weekly basis. They've introduced a new way that you can build for $99 a zero-knowledge rollup on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the biggest ecosystem in all of crypto, and up until now, it's never been able to harness all the value, TVL, etc. that's been locked in the likes of Ethereum because there was never layer 2s and things built on Bitcoin. Bitcoin will bring the biggest money into this ecosystem whenever the market starts to pick up again. And when it does happen, layer 2s, etc. built on Bitcoin, BRC20 and ordinals and all that stuff are going to absolutely blow up towards the upside. And right now, because of price action, you got people who don't know anything they're talking about calling it a scam. As soon as any of these coins go up, these people will disappear back under the rocks into the shady dark places they came from. And how many others done the exact same? Portal, again, the coin that everyone was talking about. Everyone was super excited after an incredible launch. And then guess what? 16th of March, starts to move towards the downside, along with every other altcoin. And now everyone's like, oh, I'm not sure about this. So ultimately, what I want to leave you with is this. Some of the top performing projects in crypto will perform really, really badly in the start of their lifetime, depending on when they launch into crypto. But remember, we still have a bull market and an altcoin season to come, and it will come despite what you're hearing. We're literally about to enter the infamous banana zone. Well, when that happens exactly, there's a few indicators to start paying attention to, but many of these coins that are down 90% that had fully successful launches just at a bad time will probably outperform the market massively. Don't just pay attention to the coins that are at their highest right now. Pay attention to the coins that are at the lowest, that seem the most broken, that have the grumpiest, meanest community around them, and you'll soon watch them turn from ugly ducklings into swans, and everyone's attitude towards them change within just a couple of weeks. Now guys, a lot of the information I've covered in this video is available over on my Twitter. I've been talking about this for weeks, so make sure you go and give me a follow, and I'll leave a link for that down below. Now also, while you're over there, you might as well join the Hot Summer giveaway, which finishes today, where you can win for a prize pool worth around $5,000. You can win hardware wallets, you can win cash prizes, trading bonuses, and so much more. It's sponsored by Tangem, CoinStats, and of course, Bitunix, who are the main sponsor. Now, Bitunix is an exchange which doesn't require KYC and doesn't require a VPN. Also, all of the coins I've talked about on today's video have been listed on Bitunix. So after you found out more about coins and learned whether you want to invest in them or not, then you can go and access them if you so wish from Bitunix. Also, Bitunix works closely with us and will list all the coins that we ask them to. So if you want any coins listed on Bitunix before you head over to trade on there, then make sure you leave them down in the comments below and I'll go and ask the team to try and list those coins. Absolute no-brainer. Guys, make sure you hit that like button. Remember, the whole market is manipulated. People will do stupid things based on the things they see in front of them. Nothing has changed for many projects out there. Some of the biggest opportunity is still there to be found. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow in another video.